Good morning to the people on the West Coast, and good afternoon to the people on the East. The time is 10:42 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. 2/15 2004. What a wonderful Saturday. One of the things that we're going to be looking at is LinkedIn, which was a high flyer in 2013. The stock has broke completely down as it has. Because why? We told everybody that this was going to end up in a bad way. And when momentum stocks really get those key reversals, they get reversals. We are entering a oversold condition where an intraday trade at the lower support levels will have a bounce. Any gap up into these moving averages on this daily, now this hasn't looked like this for a long time. In fact, if you go over here, this was where we had an earnings, and the last quarterly earnings were not that favorable. However, it's going to be a trade in here, and this is what these trends look like. So every one of these tops from this high over here on 9/11, how about that? 2013. We got much lower highs. Look, okay, mathematically, yes, we did. And here, and each reversal made lower lows. Now, having said that, I am going to say this, because this lower level is where we broke out right here. And I'm going to show that breakout, what it looks like. This was last year now. That trend line right across here was where we had cleared a major resistance level, and LinkedIn took off like a rocket as it did. And it was overbought. And we told people for the last year that at some point, or in the last 6-month period, that you were going to sell down hard. And how do you want to verify that? You do that by simply doing one thing. There's only one way for you to understand, and we have no problem with that. Because if you go to stockmarketfunding.com and you type in LinkedIn right here, so you just simply type in LNKD and you put that there, you're going to get a lot of trades that were in there. So LNKD, one of the things that we are going to say is all of your, we got lots of trades going back for a long period of time. We told a lot of people that LinkedIn was a tremendous, great bull run in momentum. However, when momentum stocks break, you break hard. So this is where you can find your history. And not only that, you can click on the free trial. You can get an open an account tab, and you can get trading capital. Just simply open it up and go through the content. All your questions will be answered during your 5-day free trial. Now, this is a major support level that LinkedIn is going to have a bounce. If there are any gap ups, look at all of these daily moving averages that have crossed over. That's a significant change in where this stock was. I mean, when it would bounce before, we are technically below all the key moving averages. 100, the 50, the 20 crosses over the 200 and the 40-day, and the 10 is below that. So any moves up to resistance and volatility will be an immediate short, because what used to be the major support level right over here, that's your first resistance level up there. This is based on a deep oversold short-term condition only. Now, when you take a look at LinkedIn over here, LNKD, and you go on a weekly chart, this chart for calendar 2014 is super broke. Look, the stock would have a great support level down here, like we've always said, right around the 160 area. I want you to know that so far, this bear is really in control of this name, LinkedIn, and that these weekly moving averages, so you got the 10-week falling, that's resistance, you're below the 20-week, that means that you have to sell short the gap, and your bottom up trades have to be short as well. When we look at where the high was for calendar 14, that high was much lower than 254. That high on 112 was $234. So now you are making a low over here on 2/9 of 2014 at 185. So we're oversold for a trade. That's all that means. So one of the things that you want to be mindful of though is, let's go ahead and key in LinkedIn here. LNKD. This one here is on a monthly now, and this is has a much more weighting, and I can tell you right now that in calendar 2013 we had a big run on a monthly level, but we also had that 10-month moving average, that blue line, going straight up. And the thing about it is, now you have totally violated that 10-month simple moving average. It is a 10-month one, and I'm going to give you the price on it because I'm going to let you know that that blue line, the 10-month moving average, is exactly 210. The most important thing for the MMTs to know is that no matter what, that's your monthly resistance level. Now, here is the lower end, and the breakout right here, 2013 on that monthly level, but you're going to come down and test this. That's a major support level within where LinkedIn had broke out and made these highs up here. When they were making those highs up there at 258, 259, here it is right here. And like I said, that monthly high was 257. And the monthly low right now is 185. We told everybody what happens when you're momentum stocks. Look, you are totally broke down right here, right now. And not only that, when you're looking for a great trade, short term, it's oversold. But just let me just tell everybody, the 20-month moving average, that red line, is $171. And I'm going to draw you a trend line, MMT, right across here. And look at here. Lo and behold, check it out. This was your calendar 2000 monthly big breakout. And that's going to be that lower support level. Support 1 and 2 for right now. And this part of the whole movement is where that breakout happened. And you've had a huge reversal. The technical damage is there. But remember one thing. They move off of the low for a trade. And that's it. That is the monthly high. That is a big reversal. So all eyes and awareness is on LinkedIn. Any move up or gap up on the open will still continue to sell short. But you will get that entry off of these lower support levels because in the shorter time frame I showed on the daily, you are getting at a very oversold area that has a good little bounce, and you sell into it and you get net short.